Hi, I'm Mary Esther Reed, Mayor of the town of Smyrna. The segment you are about to see is a State of the Town address that we put together so you can see what's taking place in our community. I hope you will find this interesting as well as informative. Our current population here in Smyrna is approximately 43,060 people. Smyrna is the 15th largest city in the state of Tennessee. Smyrna's seen incredible growth in the last 30 years. Smyrna's population has had a 56% increase from 2000 to 2010. Our projected population by 2025 is estimated to be 50,241 people. Rutherford County is the second fastest growing county in Tennessee and the 30th fastest growing county in the United States. Smyrna's remarkable growth is due in large part to the accessibility of the town via our major interstates. Interstate 24 runs directly through the town, and within 15 miles of our city limits are I-65, I-40, and State Route 840. Smyrna is one of the fastest developing residential and retail regions in the state because of our location and our low property tax rate and our proximity to Nashville and Murfreesboro. Residents and visitors are drawn to Smyrna for employment opportunities, our quality of life, and the convenience of urban amenities positioned in our rural setting. Smyrna is within a day's drive of 75% of all of the major U.S. markets. The access to the interstates are crucial to our business development. In 1992, we had 19.52 square miles within our town limits, and in 2014 we've increased that to 29.89 square miles. Growth is inevitable here in the town of Smyrna, and we as a council do everything we can do to make sure that it's smart growth. In September of 2013, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics ranked Rutherford County number 6 in the United States for job growth, ranked in the nation's top 10 for the last 6 quarters. This is due in large part to our top employers here in Smyrna: Nissan North America, Taylor Farms, Schneider Electric, Assurion, Vijon, and Stonecrest Medical Center, just to name a few. We work very closely with our Chamber of Commerce on economic development. The Destination Rutherford program has pulled together leadership from public and private sectors to help stimulate our economic growth. Mr. Gill, myself, and the Town Council consistently are selling our town to business and industry to help promote growth here in the town of Smyrna. You can now see the number of employees each of these businesses employ. Nissan reported they are nearing 8,000 employees and are the top producing U.S. auto plant for the last 6 months. Smyrna is Tennessee's 17th most business-friendly town. Our unemployment rate here in the town of Smyrna is 5.8%, Metro Nashville 6.0%, and the United States is 6.1%. One of the reasons our rate is so low is because of the large employers that you saw in the last slide and their stability in our economy. We also have a very strong merchants organization called SIMA, which is Smyrna Independent Merchants Association, that is very active in building greater support for our small businesses here in our community. Job growth over the next 10 years is predicted to be at 39.4%. As many of you remember, Seward Air Force Base was closed in 1970, and many people thought the closing of the air base would strike such a blow to the town that we would never recover. Instead of causing irreparable damage, the airport has become a wonderful asset for Smyrna and Rutherford County. We now have an award-winning airport and a growing industrial area that the Airport Authority has established. Smyrna Rutherford County Airport is the busiest general aviation airport in Tennessee and the 3rd largest airport in the state with over 1,700 acres. The town has a 40% ownership in the airport, with the other 60% being owned by Rutherford County. It's governed by the 5-member Smyrna Rutherford County Airport Authority. One of the most exciting things that takes place at the Smyrna Rutherford County Airport is the Great Tennessee Air Show. An estimated 62,000 people attended the 2014 show, bringing an economic impact of approximately $2 million for the town of Smyrna. Performers alone booked over 300 hotel rooms for the air show, and the renowned Blue Angels were the main attraction. The town continues to see commercial growth within its limits. The growth is both expansion of existing companies and new businesses choosing to locate here in Smyrna. The $200 million expansion at the paint plant at Nissan and the $7.6 million addition at Motlow State Community College are just to name a few. Other expansions in Smyrna include Kroger, Goodwill, and Premier System Integrators. There have also been discussions of expansion plans coming forth from Taylor Farms and Frankie Food Services. Here you see our 5-year business growth. These are new business licenses that are issued in the town of Smyrna. All businesses are licensed by the town of Smyrna, and this chart represents our new businesses. Our growth continues to be fairly consistent between 325 and 375 new businesses each year. These are a few of the businesses that have moved to Smyrna in the last 5 years. Presently under construction here in Smyrna, we have Dairy Queen, Gold's Gym, Planet Fitness, and Candlewood Suites. The options for shopping, dining, and professional services continue to grow in our community. As citizens of the town of Smyrna, we all know what a wonderful place Smyrna is to live, but we've also received national recognition for our community. U.S. News and World Report, as well as Forbes magazine, ranked us one of the best places to retire. Nerd Wallet said we were one of the best places in Tennessee for job seekers, and CNN Money ranked us 14th in the top 25 for counties in the United States for job growth. One of the questions I have most often as mayor is asking about the form of government we have here in the town of Smyrna. This segment is going to tell you a little bit about our form of government. As authorized by our charter, the town of Smyrna has a council-manager form of government. Prior to 2000, Smyrna's local government was a commissioner form of government. Each commissioner was in charge of one of the specific aspects of the town, such as fire, police, public works, and finance. On March 14, 2000, the Mayor and Board of Commissioners adopted a new charter that changed the form of government to operate as a council-manager system. The legislative body consists of 6 council members and a mayor. The elected council represents the public and develops a long-term vision for its future. The council votes on procedures that affect the operations of the town and are responsive to citizens' desires and wishes. Our annual retreat is an effective way for council to confer in depth with the town manager and department heads. This annual planning session provides the necessary information for council to set their goals for the coming year as well as long-range planning. The Smyrna Town Council is made up of myself, Paul Johns, Tim Morrell, H.G. Cole, Mark Adkins, Lance Lee, and Rick Wise. To ensure that policies are carried out and that the entire community is equitably served, the council appoints a town manager. The town manager is appointed to carry out day-to-day administrative operations. Harry Gill is our current town manager and has been on board since November of 2013. According to the surveys by the International City and County Management Association, known as ICMA, this style of government is the most common in towns with populations over 10,000 people. Other towns that practice this form of government are Phoenix, Arizona, Topeka, Kansas, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Las Vegas, Nevada. The town of Smyrna also employs a town attorney who is the legal advisor to the town council, staff, and boards and commissions. The town attorney handles and assesses all claims against the town and manages litigation involving the town. Our town attorney is Jeff Peach. Here you see our organizational flow chart for the town of Smyrna. The most important aspect of this flow chart is that the ultimate group we work for in the town is the citizens of Smyrna. Right now we have 409 employees. Of that total, 39 are part-time and 17 are seasonal. There are 23 different department heads within our town. The budget year for the town of Smyrna runs from July 1 to June 30th of each year. We are the 15th largest city in the state of Tennessee with the 3rd lowest property tax rate. In this segment, you're going to see that the town of Smyrna is very financially sound. This was confirmed by our AA plus rating by Standard & Poor. We went from a AA to a AA plus. The Finance Department begins the budget process approximately 6 months prior to the budget being passed by the Town Council. The General Fund is approximately $36 million, the Water and Sewer budget is approximately $17.5 million, and the Natural Gas budget is right at $14 million. Throughout the year, each department head maintains a financially responsible budget for his or her division. The Finance Department conducts a periodic review throughout the year in an effort to maintain a balanced budget. The town of Smyrna has a policy to maintain a minimum of 30% reserve to provide a strategy for an economic downturn and unanticipated emergencies. The 2014-2015 budget is available on our website, and as well, a copy can be picked up here at City Hall. Where does our money come from in the town of Smyrna? 30% comes from local tax dollars. That's why you'll always hear the town council talk to you about buying local. Because 30% of our budget comes from local tax dollars, it is imperative that we shop local. 25% is from property tax, 23% is from other taxes and fees, 13% is from other revenue, and 9% is from state revenue. Based on our tax rate, 1 penny of property tax brings in $98,682 per year. You've seen where the money comes from. Now I want to show you where the money goes in the town. 31% goes to the police department, 27% to the fire department, 14% to the general government, and the rest is broken down among the other departments that you see here. On March 4, 2014, Standard & Poor's Rating Services raised Smyrna's general obligation debt rating from a AA to a AA+. The importance of raising this rating to a AA+ means that when we go to the bond market to borrow money, we will get it at a lower rate. According to Standard & Poor's, this rating reflects an assessment of the following factors for our town. We have a strong economy, a strong budgetary performance, very strong liquidity, good management conditions, debt and contingent liabilities profile very strong, and we have a very strong institutional framework for Tennessee municipalities. On May 22, 2014, the town of Smyrna was once again awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada for its comprehensive annual financial report. This is the highest form of acknowledgement in governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its achievement signifies a substantial accomplishment by a government and its management. We have received this award for 26 consecutive years. In this graph, you see Smyrna's property tax rate history. The tax rate has changed very little since 1950. Our current tax rate is 88 cents. We are the 15th largest city in the state of Tennessee, and we have the 3rd lowest property tax rate. The average home value in Smyrna is $157,604. The monthly tax payment for this home would be approximately $28.84. Here you see the property tax rates for selected Tennessee cities. This is the city portion of the property tax rate, and Smyrna's city portion is 88 cents. Some of the services you receive for your tax dollars are police protection, fire protection, access to parks, roads, and brush pickup. We're now here in our depot district in front of our renovated train depot. This segment is going to be about our recent accomplishments here in the town of Smyrna. Many of you may have seen their Assembly Hall revitalization on Front Street. A committee of Smyrna residents was established to recommend renovations of this hall. The Assembly Hall received new paint colors and walls were demolished to bring about a more open floor plan to the building. The Assembly Hall is available for rent through our Parks Department. The depot revitalization has probably been the most visible revitalization that we've done over the past year. A portion of the downtown area has been dedicated as the depot district by the Smyrna Town Council. Remodeling and construction was completed in June and added new sidewalks and restrooms to the depot. Our first depot farmers market was held on June 14th with an attendance of more than 1,000 patrons. The renovation has truly been a public-private partnership with great results. A committee of citizens, members of SIMA, Home Depot employees, and town employees worked together to plan and execute this project. Other things that you've seen take place at the Smyrna Depot have been the Simply Smyrna celebration, cruise-ins, depot days, and of course our farmers market. The depot is also available for rent through our Parks Department. Continuing infrastructure expansion is a must if we want to see Smyrna continue to grow, and this is a priority for our town council. This year we have budgeted over $18 million in infrastructure expansion. The town recently completed a major expansion of the water treatment plant. The expansion increased the treatment capacity from 15 million gallons per day to 18.3 million gallons per day, along with several upgrades to the treatment process, including state-of-the-art membrane filtration, water softening, and hyperchlorite generation. Our wastewater effluent reuse system is a green initiative that provides non-potable water for irrigation and other commercial and industrial processes. Access will be expanded in the future for residential areas. This project reduces the amount of effluent that we return to Harts Branch tributary, which assists the wastewater treatment plant operations. Nissan uses this in a portion of their manufacturing process. As I stated, this will be expanded into residential areas, and customers will have a separate meter for this water and use it strictly for irrigation. This will save the customers because use of the non-potable water is not linked to your sewer bill. This initiative helps to preserve our natural resources. I'm excited to be standing at the future site of the new technology center that we're going to have right here in Smyrna. This is a $35 million project that is a partnership between Nissan and the state of Tennessee. Groundbreaking for this facility will be this fall. In this segment, you're going to see current and future projects that we have taking place right here in our community. The Lowry Street Revitalization has been one of the most talked about projects with the council over the last couple of months. When Mr. Gill came on board in November, it was one of the projects that each council member brought up and said they wanted to see started. Mr. Gill formed a citizens committee to get the ball rolling. Initial talks have included a traffic study to be conducted in the region, which is taking place now. Possible improvements in the area will include updated traffic signs and lights, right-of-way landscaping, median landscaping, sidewalks, and light pole banners. This is another cooperative project that's been brought together by citizens, business owners, and town employees to express the vision for Lowry Street and find a way to make that vision a reality. The Lowry Street revitalization is going to be done in phases of work. The first phase will be Jackson Street to Sam Davis Road and Front Street. Phase 2 will be Sam Davis to Enon Springs. Phase 3, Enon Springs Road to Hoover Drive. Phase 4, Hoover Drive to Nissan Drive. Phase 5, Moore Avenue to Jackson Street. And Phase 6, Sam Ridley to Moore Avenue. The first phase, which is Jackson Street to Sam Davis Road and Front Street, has been budgeted in this budget year, and we've also applied for a grant through the state of Tennessee. The Jefferson Pike project is a long-awaited project. It's a state road, so it's a state project. Those who have driven on this road know it can be narrow and very dangerous. With all construction, there'll be inconveniences, but the finished project will be well worth the wait. The road widening and straightening will begin in 2015. Water lines will also be upgraded to State Route 840, and sewer lines and natural gas lines will be extended to State Route 840. With the new construction along Florence Road, we have increased the need for road improvements. Design is underway for a 3-lane widening of Florence Road from Enon Springs Road east to Wade Herod Road. The project is anticipated to go to bid in December of 2014, and construction will begin in 2015. The town of Smyrna was also awarded a $250,000 grant from the state of Tennessee for a community park that will be built at the corner of Wade Herod and Florence Road. The Stonecrest Parkway project is another much needed project. If you've driven anywhere near this intersection during rush hour, you know more turn lanes are needed. Lane expansion and addition of turn lanes on Stonecrest and Sam Ridley Parkway and the addition of a traffic signal at Cedar Grove is going to make navigating through this area much smoother. Construction is set to begin in 2015. The need for the Weekly Lane project is because of the increase in tractor-trailer traffic through this area, especially since the Taylor Farms expansion. It's going to make a huge difference to increase the turn radius and establish turning lanes at Weekly Lane and Swan Drive. Construction for this project is set to begin in 2015. Other projects in development here in the town of Smyrna are the interchange at I-24 and Rocky Fork Road is currently awaiting federal approval and funding. TDOT is conducting a traffic study at Sam Ridley and Amityville Road to help determine how to improve traffic flow in these areas. And design is underway for an intelligent traffic system and traffic timing for traffic signals to go from I-24 at Sam Ridley around to I-24 at Amityville Road and along Lowry Street. This will help synchronize the traffic signals going from I-24 at Sam Ridley all the way to I-24 at Amityville Road. Our new website will be coming soon. It's going to be very attractive and very user-friendly. If you're a fan of social media, we encourage you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I hope you found the State of the Town address interesting as well as informative. As you can see, lots of things are taking place in our community with lots to come in the future.